Well, okay, great. We'll get started. So welcome everybody to Journey Builder Bootcamp. This is our 13th session in our deep dive series, our 21st session overall in the Journey Builder Bootcamp. So first of all, thank you, JB, for organizing and pulling together this amazing Journey Builder Bootcamp. We've got a special guest today. We've got Sufia Kadri, a real-world user of Marketing Cloud in the higher ed space. So you can actually see these principles and great expertise in action with Marketing Cloud SME herself. Sufia, I will pass it off to you, Sufia. Looking forward to your presentation.
Thank you, Tim. Thank you. And welcome everybody for the 13th session of Journey Deep Dive. Today's session is Journeys in Higher Education. I hope everybody are able to see my screen. Can you guys see my screen?
Looks great to me.
Awesome. Okay. Let me introduce myself. So my name is Sufia and I work at Northeastern University. My university is based in Boston, Massachusetts. So I work as a Marketing Cloud business analyst and I'm very passionate about learning Marketing Cloud. Right now, I currently hold 2 certifications in Marketing Cloud. So I'm a certified Marketing Cloud email specialist and Marketing Cloud administrator. And I am excited to welcome you all. So this slide is about the upcoming session. So we have one session planned on 22nd, and we have 2 hands-on sessions on 23rd and 30th. So if you want to be a hands-on user, you have to connect with Tim. Awesome. So let's discuss on how we use journeys to enhance communication with our contacts in higher ed. So we call contacts as constituents in higher education. So our constituents include like students, alumni, parents, friends, faculty, and staff. So when we actually talk about journey building, so the core idea is to understand the life cycle of each of our audience, whether they are prospective students, current students, alumni, or even like donors. Like each group goes through different stages in their relationship with our institute. So our job is to identify these stages and communicate with them in a way that's timely, relevant, and engaging. So we basically run like different journeys, and one of the signature journey we run every year is commencement journey, focused on guiding our graduating students through their final stages of their academic experience. So this journey basically begins with personalized notification about the important deadlines. So we actually send messages about the cap and gown orders, their ticketing information, their ceremony dates. So we help students feel prepared and excited for their important milestone. In addition to commencement journey, we also run scholarship journeys through various funds. We also run a lot of campaign related to events. So this is just to give you an overview of what kind of journeys we run at higher ed. And traditionally, email has been the only communication channel. And recently, we have integrated WhatsApp Meta with Marketing Cloud. So I really wanted to present on WhatsApp related use cases for this session. Let's dive in. Let's go over the agenda. So the agenda for today's call is like leveraging WhatsApp messages and journeys. So we'll see 2 use cases. We'll see the setup part. I will actually give a quick intro for business manager interface, and we'll see the journey activity, wait until chat response in a journey. And then we will see how you can leverage AMP script in WhatsApp template. And we'll see some journey builder tips. And then I can open floor for any question and answers. Okay. So as you can see, so this is the WhatsApp business interface where you actually create WhatsApp message templates. You can manage all the existing templates. And once you create your messages, so you will have to submit your templates for Meta approval. right here in this interface. So there are some few basic steps or initial steps to set up this account. You will actually need to register your business specifically for WhatsApp, and you will have to create your Meta Business Manager account. So after like registration, then you will need to verify your business using a registered phone number. And once you have submitted everything related to your brand, the Meta will review and approve your WhatsApp business account. And once you configure your account, you will have access to your account through the Marketing Cloud instance. And while demoing, I'll show you like where you can access the WhatsApp. So basically in WhatsApp, like we have two different types, like templates and session messages. So session messages actually don't need any WhatsApp Meta approval, but template messages, you actually have to have Meta approval before you can use it in your journeys. So in today's session, like we will mostly focus on the template types, on the uh, WhatsApp templates. So in templates, like we actually have three different categories. It's marketing, utility, and authentication. So in marketing, like you actually have, if you want to send any promotional content, like you can use marketing custom template type. And you also have an option of attaching a catalog in the WhatsApp template that you can do using marketing category. The second category is utility, where you actually can use any transactional type of messages. And in utility, like Meta has already like predefined uh, messages to use. And authentication is like, if you want to get the login information, like we use authentication type. And for buttons, like you see like four different types of buttons. We have quick reply, and we have one marketing opt out button, like, and you have custom buttons in quick reply, and max you can use only three. So we have call to action, like you can use two website buttons in your WhatsApp template. So we have one button for phone number and one button for offer code. Okay. Let's look into the wait until chat response. So wait until chat response activity in Salesforce Marketing Cloud is actually designed to hold the contacts until they respond to an outbound message or until the specified max wait time expires. So this activity enables our communication to be more than just one-way street. It actually allows us to initiate a conversation and take a pause and then wait for the user to respond. So in this chat response activity, you basically have to configure keywords, and the max wait duration is like you have to specify like how long you want to make the contact wait in your journey. And if the contact is not responding with any of your configured keywords, then they actually take the no response path. And there are some watch outs, like you have to configure how long the system should wait before continuing. So this is the timeout setting. And response triggers, like define what qualifies as a response, and fallback action, like if you have a plan, like if the contact is not responding, then you can have some fallback action as well in this. So, let's go over the use case. Okay, so the use case is like we are actually targeting all the prospective students, where we are sending a message about the reminder about our deadline approaching for course enrollment. So in this use case, like I have actually used course and help as two keywords, and using wait until chat response, like I have configured these keywords. And if a student is responding with course, then they will move to the next activity. And if they are responding with help, like they will get a next message. And if a student is not responding, then they will probably move to no response path, and they will wait until the wait max time expires, then they will exit the journey. And if a student has given a different keyword or incorrect keyword, then probably they will move to this path. And we will actually look into org. Okay. So this use case is the transactional utility template. As you can see, like I have actually used one variable which I am planning to use for first name. So the message is very simple. So don't miss the registration deadline for spring 2025. If you need help with registration, reply with course, or if you need further instruction on how to enroll, then reply with help. And here, as you can see, I have used course and help as two keywords. Let's dive into our org and let's look into it. So, okay, so this is my data extension. As you can see, like I have very basic fields like first name, last name, last name. So for WhatsApp to work, or maybe the important fields which we need are the locale, the mobile number, and the subscriber key. So in my case, the subscriber key is contact ID. Let's move on to the content builders. As you can see, like once you configure your account, the WhatsApp will be available right here. And let's go into our content builder. So what we have to do is we have to go into content builder right here, go here. So once your template is approved, okay, you will have to browse your template right here, select the language. So as you can see, like this is my basic template with the two quick reply keywords. And if you look at the left hand side, like I am not allowed to edit anything in the body, because if you need any edit, then all you have to do is you have to go into WhatsApp Meta Business account. There you have to um, re-edit and then resubmit your template. Then probably after the approval only, like you will be able to use that template in the content builder. And as you can see, like button text I have given as course, action type is quick reply, and the second button is help, action type is quick reply. That's it. So even the button text I cannot edit. So in the variable, like you can actually specify a variable which can actually refer to the keyword course. So basically you can use course or help as a keyword. You can actually use anything, but just to make this variable unique, I am actually gonna use reg as a prefix, so that, you know, this variable is going to be used in a wait until chat response as a keyword. Like we are not going to use course, but actually reg course variable refer to the keyword course. Reg help will refer to the keyword help, help. Let's go back to our slide. Awesome. Okay, so This was the data extension of all the prospective students. And I have added the course registration template, which I just showed you in the content builder. And then I have applied the wait until chat response. So in wait until chat response, like you actually have to select your channel. And in keyword, like I have used those variables which I added. So REG course and REG help. Then max wait duration you need to specify, like after how long you want that contact to stay in the journey. And once the student is responding with course, they will receive this message of steps to register your courses. And if they respond with help, they will receive further assistance, or maybe they can visit the registration office during business hours. Awesome. Okay, if let me go back to my content. Okay, I think this one. Okay, so this is the content. All you have to do is like you have to save your WhatsApp message right here. And as you can see, like, we have used the first name as the variable, first name as a parameter. So we have to validate whether the first name is actually populating correctly or not. So you can see variable one where you actually see some 4 default values. You can actually just click this one and go back to your data extension and just check. So my first name starts with an underscore between first name and last name. So just copy this one and paste it here. And in the subscriber preview, let's go back and select your data extension right here. And check. This is like how you validate if your data, if your variable is populating correctly or not. Okay, so I think like this is all good. Like give a name, save this template, go back to your journey. And so this is the journey for the course one. So here's the data extension. So this is the wait until chat response. I have used REG course as a variable name for course and help. And so if they are responding with course, they will move to this path. And if they're responding with help, they will move to this path. And if they are responding with invalid keyword, they will probably move out of the journey. And the last one is like no response path. Like if they don't respond with any keywords, they will move out of the journey. So basically what you can do, you can actually have a fallback action. Like after they respond with this invalid keyword, maybe you can add one more WhatsApp message and just tell them that the system did not recognize the keywords. So if you want more information, click course or help, and then you can probably add a join and make them onto the main journey, join them onto the main journey, sorry. And the next thing what I have actually done is like I have added update contact as an activity just to understand like how many of those students have responded with course or help. So in my data extension, I have actually used WA course. So this is just a field name WA course and WA help. And in my journey, if I see, so the attribute value I have passed as WA, the field name equals course. And in help, like again, I have used WA help is equal to help. So basically what it does is like if somebody has replied, then after like 1 hour, so I've just set this time as 1 hour. So after 1 hour, it updates the data extension. As you can see like I have replied with course and help, and it's updated right here. And once that is updated, the contact moves out of the journey. I hope this is clear. If you have any questions, like maybe I can take a pause and just look at.
That's a beautiful explanation, Sophia. I love that.
Okay.
No questions as of now. We can continue with
Okay.
this.
Okay. Awesome. Okay, let's go back to our second use case where I am planning to send an event invite to all the alumni, where each recipient gets a personalized greeting, like the event, what they are planning to attend, the event date, which on which date their event is, and also I have used one more variable where I am actually planning to display a special message if the alumni is a VIP. So as you can see in my WhatsApp business account, I have a simple message where I have passed four variables. This is actually the first name, and I want to display event name right here, event date right here, and mostly the last part is the VIP message. If it is a VIP alumni, display something dynamically. Okay. And let me, okay. So why we actually use dynamic personalization with AmpScript? Because using AmpScript, like you can tailor messages, including the event name details specific to that contact, and create, which can actually create more personalized communication. And it actually builds trust and engagement. It enhances alumni experience through targeted outreach, and you can integrate into journeys for personalized and automated outreach. So these are the way, like how you can actually personalize content using AmpScript. So, okay. Okay. And for this use case, like I am actually planning to use this data extension. So this data extension is my sending data extension, where you actually see the first name. And event registration is another data extension where I am actually, like, this data extension we use as a master data extension, which holds all the event related information, the event names and the event dates when that event falls. And we actually reference the contact IDs in this registration. So basically for this use case, like what I'm planning to do is I am actually planning to use a lookup function. And the basic syntax for lookup function is like, so lookup function will actually look for the data extension name, not the sending data extension, the master data extension in my case, which is event registration. And the second field, what we are actually referencing is the data extension of field name. The field to retrieve is the event name right here and event date. And the third is the field to identify row. We are actually using the subscriber key or the contact ID in this case to, to actually identify the row. And the fourth is value to identify row. So we have to pass a value to identify a row. Let me go back to my email. So this is the data extension. Let me go and actually pull the content, which you can see in my content builder. Like once the meta approves, as you can see, like in you can see a dollar sign right here and event name, like event name, event date, and this one. And again, like the body, like I won't be able to edit anything right here. So we have passed four variables. So these are the four variables where you actually need to add those AmpScript variable. The very first thing what we are planning to use is the first name. So first name is actually the direct field. So I'll basically copy this first name and paste it here. And let's go back to subscriber preview, and you can just validate your first field. So, and it's actually correct. And let's move to a second variable where we are actually planning to use lookup function. So there is actually a great editor tool, which is AmpScript.io, where I actually practice AmpScript. And all you have to do is you have to write the AmpScript, and it actually gives you a way to it actually gives it displays the syntax errors, and it makes the debugging very easy. And let me actually remove all this, and let me start writing the AmpScript what we are planning to use for our data extension. Okay. So what I'm planning to use is event name, as I'm declaring a variable event name, and contact key I'm planning to use. And I'm setting this variable with contact key. And as you have seen that we have contact ID. Is the field where we are actually referencing. Awesome. Okay. Give me 1 second. Okay. And then we are actually setting this event name and using lookup function. The very first thing what we are planning to use is the event registration. Event registration is our data extension name. Let me just copy. And the field we are referencing is the event name. And the field to retrieve the row, what we are looking is contact ID. And last, the value to retrieve the row we have passed is contact key. And close this. Awesome. Okay. And in my AmpScript, and as you can see in my content builder, like this is the only place where you can actually add the AmpScript code. And unlike in emails, like where you actually set those variables right on the top, and where you have to output, like there you actually use the v variable function for outputting the variable. But in this case, like all we have to do is write in that same line. So what I'm doing is like I'm just going and outputting this event name variable. As you can see, like my AmpScript code has no syntax error, otherwise it would have shown right here. Okay, let's go ahead and copy paste this one and add it in my AmpScript. Let's go to subscriber preview, and our AmpScript code is working. So the same AmpScript code is working. for each subscriber, like it's actually displaying the event they have registered for. Okay, let's move on to the third variable where we are actually trying to display the event date. So using the same lookup function, and also event date is in the same data extension event registration. So what I am gonna do is I'm just copy pasting this one and just changing those dates, changing the event name to date variable. Event date, contact key, and contact key we are referencing with the contact ID. Right here, you will have to event date, lookup, and here I have to change the data extension name, contact ID, and the value which we are trying to look up. And here you can change this event date. Okay, so if you just copy paste this one, so you will. So in variable 3, I'm just adding this code, go back to subscriber preview, and you can see event date is displayed. But I actually don't want the event date to be displayed in this format. So what I'm going to do is like I will declare one more variable to display the date in a format which I want. Like I really want to display as the full month name, October, and the date. Let's go back to our AMP script code, and right here, like I am gonna add a format date function, formatted date variable I am declaring, and this will remain same. This set event date is related to this one. This I don't need to change. And again, for format date, like I am gonna use the same variable which I have used right here and write the format date function. I'm passing the event date right here, and the way I want is like I want to display the full month and date and year. Awesome. Then the closing, and I can actually copy this one in my output variable. Okay, so if there were any errors, we would have seen here. I think the damn script code looks good. Again, I'm just double checking. Okay. So let me copy this and let me go back to my content builder, return to editor, and in my third variable, like let me replace the one which I wrote. And in the subscriber preview, go back, and you can see the date is displayed like November 26, 2024, and a format which I really wanted. Awesome. Okay. Let's look into the fourth variable. And in fourth variable, like we have specifically used this to display some extra special message if the alumni is a VIP. And in my data extension, as you can see, like we have a variable called VIP status. And if it is a VIP, I've just used like a VIP and no VIP as the as like if it is a VIP, it will show as VIP, and if it is not VIP, like it will show as no VIP. Let's go back to so I have actually written this code for This one. Okay. And in the dynamic content for variable 4, like as you can see, like I'm just not gonna type everything right here because I'm just being mindful about the timing. And as you can see, like I've set the VIP status with the VIP status variable field. And then what I've done is I have used the conditional statement where it is checking like if VIP status is equal to VIP, then set the dynamic content as this message for a VIP person, else set this dynamic content as for non-VIP. And using else and end if, like amending this AMP script code and outputting the variable. So what I'll do is I'll directly copy paste this one and go back to my data extent, go back to my content builder where I have pasted my code. Let's look into it. Okay, awesome. So if it is a VIP, like it's displaying this message, and if it is a non-VIP, we actually see a different message. So this way you can actually leverage AMP script in WhatsApp templates. And one more thing which I forgot, is like in AMP script, you can actually output just one variable. So because we had only one data extension to look up, we actually used the outputting same variable. But if in case like you have two data extensions to look up, so all you can do is like you can only reference one variable to output. In that case, like you can actually use concat function to reference two variables and output that uh, uh, into the variables. I think like this is actually kind of clear, and this is the journey what I have used. So all you have to do is like you have to save this, and then same template you can go back to your journey, add your data extension, add your WhatsApp template. And so this is pretty basic journey. So the main thing what you need to focus is the AMP script, like how you can add those AMP script variables you have to check. And yeah, and right here, like in the data extension, so all you have to do is, yeah, in the data extension, like you have to select your app channel and the mobile number field. So these are the two main important things which you need to configure in the data extension part and the AMP script. And the journey is pretty basic. I hope this is clear. If there is anything or if you have any doubts, like maybe you can take a pause and okay. Let's move on. So here are some content creation tips. Like you always have to make sure like you are not missing any curly braces. Like once you add a variable, you will see like the two curly braces with a parameter inside, and you cannot use any special characters in the variables. But the underscore is like you can use underscores, like how in my use case, like I have used underscore. So, but the special characters are not allowed as variable names. And the variable parameters must be sequential. For example, you cannot use 4 instead of 3. So if that is the case, then Meta will reject your template. And the body of the message, like as you saw, like that cannot be edited. And if edits are needed, the template has to be submitted with the meta again. And edits can be done once in 24 hours. So suppose you needed an edit, you went back and you resubmitted the template, then you actually have to wait for 24 hours to resubmit the same template. And as you can see, the header image is just a placeholder, and you can change the header image without any approval. So once you have attached a different header, and then probably you wanted to change the header image, so there's no issue, like you don't need any approval for header image. So these are some of the best practices for WhatsApp template compliance. So you have to ensure any personalization or variable don't exceed the 60 character limit for headers, and there's a limit for the body message, like it can only include 1024 characters. And if your WhatsApp message is more than this, then Meta rejects your messages. And for WhatsApp, like in Journey Builder, like engagement splits and campaigns cannot be used in a journey with WhatsApp templates. And duplicate templates will be rejected. The templates with the same name and same wording, both in body and footer, like will be marked as duplicates and rejected. And you have to ensure that your content is unique each time before you submit for Meta. And also you have to avoid the content that violates Meta business policies. You can't request any card details or identification numbers in the message. And these are some more tips for consent engagement and personalization. So always make sure like you obtain the consent before sending any WhatsApp message. You always have to encourage your users, your constituents to sign up via the website pop-ups or social media or other communication channel. And always include an opt-out option if you are planning to send any promotional content, because you need to respect your user preferences and you have to be compliant with the messaging regulations. And so you can add buttons to your message to boost interaction and engagement. Like if you provide a button, then probably you can expect engagement with your constituents. And you can personalize your messages by addressing recipients by name, like how we have used AmpScript, and we have used the variables, the field names to personalize. And you can add value to your content. You can share useful information, special offers, updates, and reminders. You can use images, you can use videos to keep the messages engaging. And you can automate your responses for frequently asked questions, like how for course and help, like we have seen. And you can include the catalog links to showcase your products in the marketing messages. I think that's a wrap. Thank you so much for being there. And if you have any questions, I'm able to answer.
I've got a question for you, Sophia. First of all, this was amazing. Thank you. And just to be clear, when you submit a template to Meta, they're reviewing your content and all of that, and you get approval like within 24 hours. Yes. But you don't need to submit all of the personalization. So like that personalization where you had the VIP messaging, that doesn't get submitted to, or can you talk about that part? Like, does that get submitted, does not, and as far as, approval on that part of it?
Yes, Tim. So as you can see, like in my content, so when my message is, so when I submit a template, so all I do is I'll just declare the variables where I'm planning to use the a dynamic content. So I have not declared anything right here. So I have just I have just added a variable right here, and I have submitted the templates. But in my, give me 1 second, like where is my, okay. So, but in the body, like you actually have to display what kind of dynamic content you are planning to use. So without this, your message will not get approved. So you will have to add the field names, or maybe like you can provide like the information, like what you actually want to use this field for. And Meta is not going to check like VIP message we are actually displaying.
Gotcha. Okay, that's very helpful. Thank you. There was a question: where will the Meta account be set in Marketing Cloud?
Um, so just bear with me because I am actually not allowed to show everything. But so when you configure your WhatsApp account, like probably from here, like you will be able to see the WhatsApp. And if you go into the WhatsApp, like here you can actually see your content.
Awesome. Any other questions? Thank you, Sufia. That was so amazing. Really cool to see. Love to see the AmpScript. It really is cool that the power of AmpScript still transfers over to WhatsApp. Okay, one more question. Do we have to pay for it?
For what? Like,
Sounds like WhatsApp.
yeah, actually, you will have to buy the scoop for WhatsApp. So you will have to connect with your account executive. And probably, so after you buy the screws, then you will have to configure your WhatsApp business account. And then you will be able to see that WhatsApp meta from your Marketing Cloud org.
And there's to that point, if you want to deep dive more in that detail, we did have an earlier session with Ro that went into pricing on WhatsApp. I think he also detailed out the pricing on sends as well. If you want to look to JB's YouTube channel and search for a prior recording, you can find some more information there.
Recording is already
access.
uploaded on the YouTube channel at @MC Learning Camp, and I see another question about the recording. So I will upload it at the earliest possible in the same YouTube channel. Sorry, Tim, please go ahead.
Awesome. Any other questions? Oh, Sufia, just on in general, when you installed WhatsApp and brought it into your organization, can you give like a scale of like 1 to 10 on difficulty? Like, we're all sort of like, wow, this is really cool tech. Is it, was it really complicated? What was your overall impression of, integrating it with your program? It seems like, took a little while to understand the different activities within the journey. What's your overall impression about ease of use and ease of implementation?
Tim, we have done WhatsApp with Meta integration, and Meta is quite easy. Like all you need to do is like you have to register your account. You have to create your account first, then you have to register your account. And the one important thing is like you have to have a physical phone number. So that phone number will be actually used with your WhatsApp channel. And so once you submit your information related to your website for what purpose you are using, and then probably like it's an easy peasy process. Like for us, like it took only like 24 to 48 hours. Like within 2 days, like we got our account approved and we started using. So it's basically like an easy process for us to integrate WhatsApp Meta. It won't take more time. I mean, hope that answered.
Yeah, that was fantastic. Good to know. Okay. We'll pass it back to you to JB. Pass it back to you, JB, to wrap it up. And thank you, Sufia. Awesome job. That was awesome.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Tim.
Thanks much, Sufia. This is interesting and good to understand it in the higher ed world, how it's leveraged. So we have a few more interested use cases and few more sessions. I think 4 more are lined up. So we'll have this series running until the end of October. So we have enough sessions. So please stay tuned and make sure you're registered to the upcoming sessions as well. And thanks once again, Sufia and Tim.
Thank you. Thank you so much, JB and Tim.
See you everyone next week. Thank you. Bye.